guys, Joe DeMarco from the Crazy New York Driver Show. Today is Friday, May 24th, 2024. Welcome to another eBay video. I am absolutely shocked. Look, it is sunny and beautiful today, Friday. Therefore, for the first time in many months, I'm going to film the entire video outside. No cutaways, no nothing. Everything's happening right here. We don't get enough sunny days, and I'm going to milk this one for all it's worth. Unfortunately, the weekend's going to go downhill badly, with the worst weather day being Monday, Memorial Day, going to be cloudy with on and off rain all day. Memorial Day is one of my favorite holidays. There's only 4 holidays I actually celebrate. In order as they occur during the year, there's New Year's Day, Memorial Day, 4th of July, and Labor Day. Those are the only 4 holidays I celebrate. I love all 4 of them dearly. All right, enough about that. Today we're going to do a rehash of some of the topics we've been covering the last few weeks. I don't want to get into any really new topics because I feel this week a lot of people have gone away and may not be tuning in as usual. So I want to keep it light so those who missed this week didn't miss much. As I said, I'm going to start with a rehash, and I made a notation of a few comments you guys made from last week's video that I want to address. The first one being from Ballbag Chris 6920. I can't stand the feedback reminders because I know for a fact that several negatives have been because of this. It'll be weeks after receiving the item and a situation where the buyer wouldn't have left feedback at all unless they were reminded. And I do agree with him on that. I've noticed it myself. I've purchased items on eBay recently and they are nagging me. Just nagging me to leave feedback, even if the seller has not left feedback for me. I don't think this is a good idea at all. Definitely not. And on the subject of nag messages, I am sick and tired of eBay sending me alerts on my phone telling me a certain item is still available, even though I never put it in my watch list. Sure, I looked at it. Looking's free. It will say something like recently viewed items, or such and such an item is still available, or returns accepted if you buy such and such an item. Man, I don't care. If I wanted that item, I would have put it in my watch list, or I would have purchased it already. One helpful hint I noticed that always works for me in eBay Motors, and it will work for you. If you guys want to buy something, you really want to buy something, shop around, and let's just say 2 or 3 sellers have the items you want. Don't buy them. Just put them in your watch list. If it's something in eBay Motors, I can almost guarantee you they will send you a best offer, some in as little as 5 minutes. I am not lying and I'm not exaggerating. Some might take a day, maybe even 2 days, but I'm telling you, I've never seen such a thirsty category as eBay Motors. They will jump on you in as little as 5 minutes with the best offer. So it's a good way for you to save a few bucks. Ryan Glazer, 5336 wrote, silent throttling after a negative is 100% real, or even neutral feedback, returns, cancellations, especially seller-faulted returns, cases closed out of seller favor, etc. It's the algorithm potential risk mitigation factor performing wait and see to determine if more orders follow the same trend or if it was a one of. That is very true. Very true. eBay will swear that negative feedbacks don't count against you. Cute Joey says they do. Who do you believe? Stop everything. Everything stops now. I want every one of you guys to type in the comment section when you comment one of two things. Joe, I really believe what eBay says, and I don't think negative feedbacks mean a thing against us. Or, Joe, I really believe what Cute Joey says, and I do believe negative feedbacks count against us. One or the other, and I want to see, okay? They do count with the algorithm, exactly like Ryan Glazer said. This was a point I brought up to the eBay workers the other day when I was at the meeting in New York. Please believe me, it's true. ZXC_ZXC1 wrote, eBay's off-site ads were a disaster when I tried it. I don't think it resulted in a single sale. I also had a hard time turning it off when eBay started charging for it. Again, agreed. Off-site ads do not work for me. I tried them. The reason I tried them was eBay gave me a match play. I don't recall how much it was for, but I know it was at least $100. Whereas if I spent $100, eBay would match the $100. So it was well worth it for me to try the experiment, and I have no regrets that I tried the experiment, but it was a failure. And I brought this up to the workers who were in charge of promoted listings. I think I told you guys in last week's video that the table I was hanging out at the most was the promoted listings table, and I explained to them the difference between each of the options. To rehash, because this is important, promoted listings standard, I feel, is a necessary evil. Promoted listing standard is where you bid a certain percent, starting at 2% and up, to have your items shown above your competition. If you do not engage in it, your stuff will not be that visible. And I really urge all you guys, especially in competitive categories, to engage in promoted listings standard. I myself promote all my listings anywhere from 2% to 6%, depending on the listing, depending what I've got, that kind of thing. Like the saying goes with the lottery, you have to be in it to win it. I urge all of you guys, I know you don't want to spend the extra money to promote your listings. I know you think it's a cash grab, and I understand that. But please keep it in mind, I think it's a necessary evil on eBay to engage in promoted listings standard. And as I started to say, I range anywhere from 3% to 6%, depending on the situation. I do not recommend promoted listings advanced under any conditions. Don't get involved. Number one, it's a little more difficult, a little more tedious to set up a campaign. And number two, it does not yield any appreciable results. And as for off-site ads, as we just talked about earlier, no. You can try it if you want. Nothing wrong with trying it, but I found it doesn't work. Gary, the coin guy, said it didn't work for him. I don't think I found anybody that said it actually worked good for them. But you never know. You never know. There is somebody out there that could benefit from off-site ads. As far as sales are concerned, this was one of the slowest weeks I've had in as long as I can remember. From Sunday to Wednesday was absolutely god-awful. In fact, I was reading on some of the Facebook groups that people said they had sold nothing. Nothing. I sold a little, but nowhere near what I should. However, Thursday, yesterday, was a very good day. Sales came roaring back, and I've already had a few sales today, and it's early in the day. So I have that going for me for what it's worth. Have you guys encountered any problems on eBay this week? Anything worth talking about? To be honest with you, I haven't. I shouldn't shoot my mouth off because every time I do, then one comes up. I haven't even had a fresh return. I still have 2 open returns, even though I gave the customers back their money a week or 2 ago. But eBay will not close them out because I did not refund the original shipping, and I'm not going to do it, okay? If a person buys the wrong size, that's on them. They will pay the shipping, not Cute Joey. Cute Joey does not refund original shipping for buyer mistakes. Speaking of buyer mistakes, I received a message this morning from an eBay customer who bought something 3 days ago and said, "The address I gave you is wrong. I want you to change it to 123 Main Street." Can you believe that? I shipped it 3 days ago, and I said to them, "I'm not changing anything." It was shipped 3 days ago. You're responsible to have your proper address on file with eBay. And they wrote back and said, "Well, I put in a request to return it to the sender. I want a full refund." I said, "If it comes back to me," and that's if, it's going to take over a week. And at that point, if it does come back, I'll be more than happy to give you your full purchase price back. Because once again, Cute Joey does not refund original shipping. End of discussion. A little bit more about shipping. An unbelievable amount of people have been complaining about FedEx sending them augmented bills, meaning if they ship an item with FedEx and it shows they're going to pay $15, they'll pay it, and then maybe a week later they'll get a message saying they have to pay another $30 or even $40 at times, maybe because the dimensional weight was too big. I don't know exactly. I don't know if it's the fault of the customer or if it's something on FedEx end, but every single customer has specifically called out FedEx. I haven't seen a single person mention the post office or UPS with these surcharges. So be forewarned. For the time being at least, I would avoid using FedEx under any conditions. Again, I ain't telling you what to do. I don't even care what you do. I'm just telling you what I've heard and what I've seen in the Facebook groups. Please keep it in mind. This week, I had 2 different people write to me through eBay messages saying something that, in my opinion, makes no sense. One was, of course, what is the lowest you will take for this? And number 2 is, will you take $50 for this? Now the problem is that I have best offer option on all my listings. So the person could easily send me an offer of $50 or whatever they want. There are only 2 reasons for this chicanery. Number 1 is the person has no intention of buying the item for $50. They're just curious to see if I'll accept the $50. Or number 2, the person has way too many unpaid item strikes, and eBay will not let them send me an offer because I have people blocked who have too many unpaid item strikes. And I certainly hope you guys do too. The only time I really receive any unpaid item cases is when I send out offers to watchers. It's the only time I'm going to reel in bums, absolute internet bums who refuse to pay for their items. And I'll say it on camera like I've been saying it for years. I don't think anything happens to people when they don't pay for their items on eBay. I sure hope one of you guys can prove me wrong and come up with some information to dispute that. We'd love to hear it. But as I said at the beginning of the video, I was going to keep it short, and I was not going to really cover any new information this week because it's a holiday week and I feel a lot of people are going to be away. I sure hope you guys have some sunny days coming up this weekend. This is our best day of the week, okay? Tomorrow I think is showers in the morning, partial sun in the afternoon. Sunday I'm not sure about. I think it's dry but cloudy. Monday cloudy with on and off rain. Monday's going to be bad, which is a shame. Anyway, I'm Crazy New York Driver. You're not. Thank you for watching this video. I sure hope you found this video helpful and informative, and I hope you make a lot of money on eBay this week. That being said, go out there make a ton of money, rock on, and peace.